Right, we're recording. This is the preview show to Bachademia. Um, so yeah, I'm nervous. What do you think? What should we tell them, Danielle?
You're going to be able to edit this, right?
Probably. I don't know. Yeah, well, maybe not the preview. This is where we rope them in.
Oh, well, we're doing a good job, don't you think?
Yeah. So the show is going to be us talking about The Bachelor at, and then if enough people other than our parents watch and listen, maybe we'll go on to The Bachelor, right?
That sounds wonderful. Plus, The Bachelor is going to be Matt James, and I'm really excited about that. So
Oh,
we might have to keep doing this.
yeah, I like it. So we should probably introduce ourselves. Go for it.
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Danielle McGeough, and do we want to admit that we're professors?
I think so, because the whole bend of the show is that, like, our niche is that we know a lot about this stuff. And so not only are you going to watch your trash television, you're going to get an educational kind of bend to it.
Absolutely. So I am a huge fan of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. And actually, Bachelor in Paradise might be my favorite of the Bachelor franchise.
I tell,
So yeah,
I tell everyone The Bachelor in Paradise, I love it because it makes no bones. It is like straight trash, and they don't even try to lie about love. Like, and that's where I'm at in life.
it feels a little more authentic to me
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
So yeah, I teach at UNI in the Department of Communication and Media. I have two small children who I will not let watch the show yet. And I really, this is like the only television I watch though right now. Like I don't watch anything else other than like whatever my children have on, which is, gosh, what do they watch? They watch like some show called Number Blocks.
Okay.
Um, so this is my, I would say guilty pleasure, but I don't feel that guilty about it. And I read books about the same caliber
So
as,
you emailed me today and you were teaching in class. And what did you, was it a book or an article? What was the name
oh,
of it?
it's a journal article. So I am currently teaching a course called Communication and Popular Culture, where we learn different ways to analyze popular culture text. And so this week, interestingly enough, we are covering how to analyze race, gender, and class through film and television. And so one of the articles is about race in The Bachelor. So I doubled up on my prep for this week.
And your degree is from?
My degree is from Louisiana State University in communication studies with an emphasis in performance studies.
Nice.
So yeah.
And you are in charge, or you are one of the co-people in charge of the interpreter theater at UNI.
Yeah, I'm the artistic director of the Interpreters Theater, which is this cool black box experimental space. We say it's our laboratory where we conduct performance communication experiments.
So Bill Henniger, I have my doctorate in human development and family studies. I'm also a professor at UNI. I actually teach a class on the psychology of dating. So part of how I got this whole idea for this was that I have shown clips in class, and I found out that students really enjoyed it. And so I had been thinking about this whole idea of a podcast. How I got the idea for this. So right before COVID hit, I was on a podcast for our alumni association. I was talking with the person who interviewed me as I walked out of the library. Danielle, who I had never met personally, but I knew of her, was sitting at a table and we were talking about The Bachelor. And I could tell that she was watching me like she really wanted in. So I turned to her kind of jokingly and said, "You want in on this?" And you said,
Absolutely.
"I do." And then we talked for a little bit, and then I sent you an email, and you were like, "I do a podcast." And then when I looked, I was like, "Wow, she's an expert in a ton of stuff that relates to this. We should do it." And then COVID hit, and then it was like, we really should do this because all we do is sit on Zoom. And that's how this was born. And so
Absolutely.
we came up with the name Bachademia, a podcast so educational, professors could be hosting it. And
It's
so
going
what
to
are,
be very educational.
yeah, I feel like it's going to be like educational, but more entertaining. I feel like
Which
both.
is fun.
Yeah, we are tons of fun. So, what can they expect from the show? What do we got?
What do we got? Well,
Yeah.
we'll take an educational look at each episode ish. I think that we should also have guests. Do you think we should have guests?
I like the idea of guests. So maybe guests from you and I to start, because I feel like I've had several people from the campus ask if they can be on the show. So we haven't even recorded something. We already have groupies. It's amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, and I think that there's a lot of closet watchers,
Yes.
on campus. So we're going to bring them out.
Yep.
And expose that your professors are actually watching this show.
Yeah. Whenever I bring it up in a meeting, like people start talking and it's like, I knew it. I knew you were a closet watcher. We should also, I forgot to give our kind of thing at the beginning. We are not, our views do not, they are not affiliated with the university during this show. So yeah. Predictions. So we're going to have predictions on who we think Claire ends up with. Although you told me in an email, you already were looking up spoilers.
Well, sort of.
Okay.
I just happened to follow Reality Steve
Okay.
on Instagram. And, he's put some spoilers and I try not to see them because sometimes I don't want to know.
Right.
But there's been some really interesting rumors happening about what's going to happen next week.
So several people know I love The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and just all forms of trash reality television. Married at First Sight, Marrying Millions, 90 Day Fiance, all of it. I'm into all of it. But they have tried to tell me what's going to happen, and I have purposely told them I don't want to know because I wanted to set up this pot. I'm going in blind, folks. So, yeah.
Okay,
Anything.
so I won't break it to you until you're ready.
I'm ready. You're going to ask me if I'm in the right headspace to have a spoiler.
Yeah. I'll try not to spoil it.
That's a good collegial nicety. I like that. I appreciate that about you.
So I'm nice sometimes. So I also love memes.
Okay.
So like one of my favorite for me watching the show, it's not just a viewing experience. It's like you have to watch it with all the tweets happening.
Real time. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the exciting part for me. And then seeing all the memes that people create. So like last season, the whole champagne gate with, is it Kelsey, who's an Iowan, right? Hilarious. Like really fun. Like it was fun watching that go down, but then like seeing all the memes. And she was I will say she's a good sport about it.
Yeah. So I think what we should do is each week we should pick our favorite meme.
Yeah.
Twitter, and then whoever the guest is has to bring theirs up.
I like that.
And then anyone we actually we have prepared. We have a Twitter account. It's at Bachademia, Bachademia. We have a YouTube channel where we'll post the video. So when we post memes and stuff, you can see them. The podcast is going to be uploaded Monday morning, bright and early, to Apple, Google, Spotify, and YouTube. But we also have an email address. This is how on top of this I have been. And it is bachademia@gmail.com. So you can send us your favorite memes either via Twitter. You can send them by Gmail. I don't know what other mediums there are, but if there's one I should try, send it to me. So.
Absolutely. And I think you're supposed to say something like, make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe. Yep. Subscribe. Give us a like. Share it with your friends. And I think this is a good way to end it right now. Anything you want, anything we should put out there into the world?
See you all next week.
Next week. Make sure you vote.
Oh, yeah, definitely vote.
Vote. All right. Bye, everybody. We look forward to the first day.